Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Calendar and Number Talk. Today is Wednesday, and Miss W. Griffin made the biggest mistake yesterday, and I said that yesterday was April 29th, but guess what, guys? It wasn't. Yesterday was April 28th, and today is actually April 29th. For real this time. So please take a second and write April 29th on the top of your paper again. And we will move on to the number 21 today. April 29, 2020. You know how to write it because we did it yesterday. So sorry about that. You know, sometimes mistakes happen and it's totally okay. Now we're going to write April 29, 2020. April 29, 2020. I feel like we've done this already. Or 2920. For real this time. I promise it's actually the 29th. Now, today's number that we're going to put in the center of our page is 21. Yesterday, we filled up our final space in our second 10 frame. So how many 10 frames do we need to have today? If we finished 2, then that means we should add 1 more. So let's add 3 10 frames now. 3 10 frames and put in 21. Now this might take a second, which is totally fine, but go ahead and get started. Draw your 3 10 frames. And then go ahead and put 21 in. That's a lot of dots. Luckily, I know 21 just means that I have 1 left over down here. So I'm going to fill my 2 groups of 10 with 1 left over. And I can do that fast. My dots don't have to be perfect. 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10, which is 20, and 1 more is 1. So we have 2 groups of 10 with 1 left over. Now on our 10s and 1s chart, we're going to do the same thing. We filled 2 groups of 10 with 1 left over. 10s and 1s. 10s and 1s. 2 groups of 10, 1 left over. And I know that this is right because it matches my original number in the middle. My 21 and then separated into my 10s and 1s. Now, yesterday we did all of our tallies to make 20. Do you remember how many groups of 5 you need to make 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. So we need 4 groups of 5 and 1 left over. A lot like our 10s frames down here, 1 left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if you can beat me. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. And when you spell 21, it's the same thing as yesterday. 20 space 1. 20. Then a space because it's 2 different words. And then the number 1. 21. So tomorrow will be 22. Because when you have a 2 in the tens place, that's 20 plus how many left over. Now, 21. And we just spelled 1 like we spelled the regular number 1, right? Now, since I'm such a smart kid, I know that I can do 0 plus 21 equals 21. I know that 21 plus 0 equals 21. Now, what about 1? 1 plus something equals 21. Well, what number do you have in the ones place here? A 1. So if I have 21 and I take away 1, what do I have left? Just 20. If I count back, 21 before that is the number 20. So 1 plus 20 is 21. 20 plus 1 equals 21, which I know is true because I always double check my work. 20 plus 1, 20, 1 more, 21. Now let's try the number 2. 2 plus something equals 21. Now, I'm not going to try to start at 2 and count all the way up to 21. It's going to take me too long. So you really have to make sure that you're practicing counting backwards. That's going to be the easiest way for you to solve these problems. 21, 20, 19. So 19 is what I think plus 2 would be 21. 19 plus 2 equals 21. 19, 21, 22. That was right. Good job. Now let's try 3 plus something equals 21. Well, I start at 21 and I count backwards. 21, 20, 19, 18. You know what's interesting is that I am just counting down. When I'm going 0, 1, 2, 3 plus something, all I did was 0 plus 21, 1 plus 20, 2 plus 19. You're just taking away one more every time. It becomes a pattern. 18 plus 3 equals 21. And now your job is to start at 4 plus something equals 21. And then I want you to do 4, 5, and 6 today. At least. Now this is your get crazy section. 3 problems is like, kind of crazy. But more than 3 problems, that's getting super crazy. So that's what you need to do. Take some time, practice counting backwards. That is so, so important. Whether you're doing it on your number talk or just for fun. Go ahead and start counting backwards, guys.